So Debbie,
Sí.
let me, you actually are one of my top clients.
Thank you.
I represented for almost a year an in-person IRS audit. It was not an easy win because I don't think any of them were an easy win, but I am really grateful to God that we always won. And that's something that I'm really, really grateful to God. So I'm not going to say how much you in money, but I saved you a lot of money. And
You did.
3 years out of it. Remember,
Yep.
not only the 3 years, but it was also 3 years for personal returns
Exactly.
and 3 years
Twice.
corporate return.
Corporates, exactly.
And then it was another 3 years of the other partner.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
at that point, it was 9 different tax returns that were being audited. It's like, wow. One of the things that I'm really grateful for is that through that audit, I got to meet you. You're a wonderful soul. I really, really admire you.
All saying likewise.
I'm really grateful that, I got to meet you. I got to get to know you. And I'm glad that even after all those years, we still stay in contact, So
I learned so much on that audit because of you. I learned so much.
I am so glad. And I know that it was not easy.
No.
But I remember the day that you guys called me and you guys said, Susan, we can't take it anymore. You got to come and take over.
Exactly.
It was like a month. It was like a month. You guys just said, you know what? Just take over. We don't want him here or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, we started the audit ourselves, and we couldn't between handling the business and all the pressure. We said no, we need to hire. Yeah, honestly, I don't even remember how we can't. I mean, how we got to know you. We don't remember, but it was like a media connection after that.
And the revenue agent started coming to my office from then on. And I remember he used my second office all the time. And we always search the law because everything has to be according to the law. And he was the same thing. And at one point, I remember he didn't want to take a penalty. It was a huge penalty. And I respectfully said, you know what? I understand that. And I respect that. But you got to understand that I have to do the best for my client. So I respectfully request if I can please speak with your manager.
Yes.
And he was like, okay. So I attended the meeting and I remember it was me against a revenue agent, the manager of the revenue agent, and it was another special agent. There was 3 guys against me.
Yep.
And I remember that it was back and forth. We were talking, this and that, but at the end, all 3 agree and they took that penalty out.
Yes.
And I was so happy that that penalty was completely taken out. And that was just one of the wins because we had a lot more wins. And that, for me, that was a great experience because you can learn a lot of theory, but in practice, you learn so much more.
Exactly. Exactly.
After having gone through this experience, what advice would you give to others so that you help others feel more prepared? What would you say?
You need to hire either an accountant, a CPA, or an enrolled agent like you. Definitely. It's a must. Whenever you think about opening a business, that's a must. That's a must. Because I remember that when we started the business, we thought we were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And we were making mistakes, because we're not in the taxes business.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Do whatever you think is according to what people say, but at the end, it's not. So it's a must. It's a must.
Yes, that and especially when it comes to an audit, it's just one of those things that because it's a huge department all on its own.
Yeah, that agent, the way it's that, I remember the letter. They were giving us like three options, and one of them was for him to go to the business. So when the audit started, he went to the business, and we had to create a little office for him.
Oh,
he was there, and at the daycare, it was a daycare. It was a there. We were working, and he was, wandering around how we handle the daycare business.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Which we had to explain to parents, who's this guy?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, because the parents were coming there all the time. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the other thing, getting financially organized, it's a very critical thing.
It is.
Yeah.
No wanderings. Yes, it's a must.
It's a must, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of the things that helped me go through the audit, a huge financial organization. Like, wow, that helped, because
Yeah.
it would have taken a lot longer.
True story. There's nothing to.
Sorry, I mean, we went through that experience, and even though it wasn't maybe at that time, it wasn't a happy moment.
Yeah.
But it did bring us together. I think to me, that's more worth than anything. Sometimes we see things as really horrible things, but when we look back after the time goes by, we realize that, wait a minute, I learned these and I learned that. For the next one, I am prepared. I am more prepared.
Yes.